We're back with another video. Today we're going to be covering some resource packs for Minecraft Java 1.20 plus. These are just some resource / texture packs that I've found that I think are quite useful or that make the game a little bit better in some ways. So let's jump straight to it, with the first one being visible trim. This first one does it so when you actually trim a piece of armor, I have got a set of armor right there trimmed, but let's actually trim one with the silence. As you can see, it removes the armor part of the trim. So when you actually do the trim, you will only see the trim. The actual armor texture will be removed. So if I now was to equip this diamond armor, as you can see, the actual diamond texture part is gone. This is actually quite a cool data pack because it makes somewhat of like amethyst armor inside the game. But if you obviously want this done with a less visible trim, so if I was to throw on the sentry one, as you can see, this one adds a lot less to the armor because the trim hasn't got as much detail on it. So this is a way to decorate your player in what looks to be like an overlay sort of thing, which I think is really cool. And obviously it works with all of the smithing templates. It also works with all of the materials. As you can see right now, we are wearing redstone trimmed rib, and it adds like the stripes to the player as well. So this is a really cool texture pack if you just want to see the trims and not actually the armor. The next texture pack makes some changes to the sniffer, and the changes it makes, it just adds some flowers and glowberries to the texture of the sniffer. So it looks more like a bush on its back rather than just a green leaf sort of thing, which I think is once again really cool. It makes the sniffer feel a little bit more like it's got nature on its back because it's got some glowberries and also the azaleas from Flowering Azalea. It's a good resource pack if you want to bring the sniffers back to life, sort of thing, because they've now got grown flowers on them. The third texture pack we are going to cover is one that actually makes changes to the armor trims. So if I quickly just build a wall right here so we can actually see what they are, and it actually only makes changes to the items. It doesn't change the patterns or anything like that. So I've got a wall behind us with some actual glow item frames, and as you can see, it basically changes the patterns of them all and also make them a little bit more unique. So this is the one that gives you netherite armor. It's more gold and netherite with some weeping vines, which makes it blend in with the piglings and the whole bastion theme a bit more. We then have Sentry, I think this is, which is found in Pigling Bastions. It just has a bit of like dark oak to it. We then have the, what is this, Vex, which has like half totem effect to it. The Wild one, which is found inside of the Jungle Temple, has a bit more moss over it and also what looks to be like a redstone thing. Then have the Dune, which is the Desert Temple. It has like a cobweb with some terracotta. This one, which is Coast, which is found in Shipwrecks. It has like coral all over it. You then have the four from the Trail Ruins are all the same texture, just with the different pattern in the center. I just think this actual texture pack makes the smithing templates feel a little bit more like where they're found. It also makes some of them a bit easier to understand where you actually find them as well. Then we have the Ward, which is found within the Deep Dark. It has like a skulk effect to it. Then have the Silence, which has the bone of the Warden with some skulk. Then got Tide, which is found in the Ocean Monument. It has like axolotl, I think that is, or it could be the Guardian Thins. We then have a sniffer that's trying to sniff the wall. We then have the the Snout, which is found within Go Away Sniffer, which is found within Pigling Bastions, and it has like warped fungus and gold. Then I have the Rib, which is found within Fortresses. It has like nether wart. Then I have the two ones related to the end. The Stronghold one, which has the Eye of Ender. And then this one, which has what looks to be a smudged Eye of Ender, with then a little bit of purple on it as well. It improves the smithing templates a lot. Now, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't change the patterns. It literally just changes the items themselves, which if you just want a revamped item of the smithing templates, this resource pack is definitely one you should go for, as I think they all look really cool. The fourth texture pack that I'm going to show off is called Nature Revamp, and what it basically does, it revamps a load of nature items. Now, it doesn't revamp everything. As you can see, berries haven't changed, but poppies have had an update. As you can see, they are more 3D, and I'm pretty sure it does change the majority of nature items, just not everything. So a few things that I am aware it changes. Dripstone, as you can see, becomes more 3D rather than just the cross that dripstone is in normal Minecraft. And as you can see, the size does increase as the bigger the dripstone becomes. The mangrove propagule has also been updated to be more 3D. As you can see, it's now a actual block rather than just a cross. Cherry sapling hasn't been touched. The 2 mushrooms have had updates. We can't place them because it's not dark enough. If we quickly just head down here, we can place them down. As you can see, they are now both 3D. And so are these 2, I'm pretty sure. But we need the nether soil for these. So as you can see, these ones are once again 3D as well. A few flowers that have changed. I'm not going to cover them all because I think most of the flowers have been updated. But as you can see, the cornflower, the wither rose, the azure, the allium, the orchid, and also the dandelion. They have all been given 3D looking models. Vines have also been given a 3D look to them. As you can see, they now have a bit more of a 3D model rather than being 2D, and they actually attach to the block. Bamboo has also been updated. As you can see, the actual sapling. Sugarcane has also been changed to have a 3D look to it as well, which is really cool. I'm going to cover these last few because, once again, it's changed quite a lot, and I don't want to go through absolutely everything. It has also updated the actual texture and model of the frog spawn. As you can see, the actual frog spawn is now got 3D look to it. And drip leaf has also been updated, as you can see, to once again have a 3D look to it. It don't actually look that different, but I think it's mainly like the stem that has been given the update. Last thing I'm going to cover within this resource pack is skulk veins. They have also been updated to have the same 3D look to them. But that's all I'm going to cover for this texture pack. It does change a lot of the nature items. It doesn't change everything, like grass it doesn't change. I don't think it changes 2 tall flowers. It also doesn't change certain things like cactus. But it does change the majority of 1 tall flowers and also some other little bits like frog spawn, vines and stuff like that. Now I did want to show off a texture pack that updates the sniffer egg, but sadly it don't actually seem to currently work, so I can't do that. I am just going to show you the concept of it though. It will still be linked in the description as well, so if you do want to check it out and hope that they fix it, then you can. But basically what it does, as you can see, it actually makes it so as the hatching stages go on, the sniffer's nose starts to pop out of the egg. But sadly, the actual egg is missing its texture. I'm currently in 121, so I don't know if that's the reason for it. It's only for 1.20. And the final texture pack I am going to cover is revert to the armor glint. As you can see, by wearing this armor, the armor glint has been changed back to how it was prior to 1.19.3. So if you enjoyed the armor glint being a lot more visible than it is now, the resource pack will be linked in the description so you guys can download it and use it. The accessibility settings for the armor glint do also work by this, so if we was to turn the glint speed up, as you can see the glint speed is now a lot faster on the glint. So you can still use these settings to customize it. But that's it for this video. I showcased a bonus one because texture packs are a lot shorter than showcasing like data packs and stuff like that. But also the sniffer one didn't exactly work how I wanted it to. I once again don't exactly know why. It could be a bug within the resource pack. It could be because I'm in 121. It could be something else. But I wanted to showcase it off anyway because I think it's a really cool idea for a resource pack. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this video. If you guys have any resource packs, data packs, or anything like that you want me to showcase, leave them in the comments or let me know on Discord and I will check them out. But anyway, I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Bye.